Hey everybody, Seth Rowland here. Friend of mine, it's an air gunner, happened to have a flat yesterday. It has nothing to do with him because I don't know what kind of equipment he had, but it brought up an old subject, and I've went over it with a couple people before, and most people just don't get it. You know, I've got an air tank with me, but how do I get the air out of the tank and air up that dang tire? I mean, if you don't have any special, fitting or tool with you or what have you, well, you can order one online, but I'm going to show you something that you should know. If you're going to be out hunting with an air gun and you've got a high pressure air tank, stuff happens, and it's not the first time I've ever gotten a flat out in the woods, and I was glad to have my air tank a couple times. Thankfully. If you really open up the valve, it will definitely reseat your tire. If it's came completely off, off the rim, you might have to get weight off of it with a jack before you try that. You have to put a pretty good blast of air in it. But let's just say that it's low, or that you come back and it's flat, and more than likely you've got a slow leak. Well, today I'm going to show you how to put some more air in it. It's a pretty simple process. All right, so it's not terribly bad, but it's low. I've done this on purpose. I don't really have a flat today. Got readings in PSI. Okay, we got 16 PSI. Standard quick connect, disconnect. Got it on a whip here, but it doesn't have to be on a whip. As long as you can get that sucker on there, you pull it back a little bit, just like you would putting it on the air gun. And you can't just turn it loose. You got to hang on to it with one hand. And I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to try and film and hang on to it with one hand, because, well, quite simply, I don't have anybody else here. So bear with me on this close-up. Okay, managed to keep my hand on it. And I've got the valve cracked just a little bit, not a whole lot. Tire's coming up. Guess you can hear that. .5 PSI. That'll definitely get you home. So, if you have flat out in the woods and got an air tank with a quick connect on it, you can get home. Nothing special there. That just puts a lot of pressure on the valve, enough to, of course, force air in. So that's why you don't need anything special. You just need to hang on to it so it doesn't beat you to death. And before you put this up, what you want to do is you want to run a blast of air through here just to clean out any dirt or particles that you might have picked up off of the air valve. Alright, so now you know how to do it. You can get yourself out of the woods, get yourself out of jam. If you like this video, I think I'm going to start doing a few more YouTubes. Hopefully some educational stuff. Kind of like this little deal here. I mean, it's super simple. It's good to know. It's just not something you think of. It's just one of those deals. And, that's kind of what I hope to bring you, is some interesting stuff like that. So, yeah, the old like and subscribe. Yeah, if you enjoyed it, or if it gets you out of jam, tell your friends. Thanks.